You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Dr. Matt Niemer. I am the proud president of the Santa Barbara and Ventura Colleges of Law. On behalf of our academic community, I welcome you to our 2022 commencement exercises, whether here in person or remote. We have a live feed this year. We also have a drone that's hovering above us. We have people from around the world that are with us today. It was 1,092 days ago that we have last gathered for this occasion. We were days away from commencement in 2020, and those 2020 graduates remember this, when the world shut down. And we appreciate the understanding and the patience of all of you, our graduates and their families, for waiting for when the time was right for when we could be together again. From the beginning, we were determined to not settle for any alternative than honoring our graduates and their accomplishments in public here against an ocean backdrop in this rotunda. Please join me in thanking the many, many people who contributed to planning this wonderful occasion. Our deans and registrar's office, student services, IT, student helpers, admissions, everybody who put the long hours in to make today a reality. Let's keep the acknowledgements going for our guests of honor. It is my privilege to be the first on this stage to congratulate today's graduates on their magnificent achievement and to tell them how proud we are of their accomplishments. This is a message for all of you. There's a saying, those who say they can do it and those who say they can't do it are both right. We are here today because you made a choice. You went beyond just wanting to apply to law school. You applied. You enrolled. You showed up day after day until finally you were left standing on the last day of the last class of the last semester. You set a goal to complete one of the most challenging curricula in all of higher education. And in doing so, you never let up. You never stopped looking to the finish line. And above all, you never stopped saying that you can do this, and you were right. That's not to say you didn't do it alone. You had help, and they're with us today. Let's start with Mom. Well, let's have the mothers stand up and be acknowledged. The mothers, the grandmothers, the stepmothers, the foster mothers, the expecting mothers. Anybody feeling maternal, stand up and be acknowledged. All right, where are the fathers? Let's have the fathers stand up. The fathers, the grandfathers, the stepfathers, the godfathers, the surrogate fathers. Where are the spouses and the partners, the significant others? A very special group up next. Let's see the children. Where are the children? The grandchildren. The stepchildren. I haven't got to all of you. There's more of you out there. Let's get to them all now. Let's have the sisters and the brothers and the stepsisters and brothers and uncles and aunts and cousins and next door neighbors, friends, colleagues, everybody who hasn't been recognized. Graduates, I have one last group that I want to acknowledge you, and I would like for you to lead the applause. Will the faculty of the Colleges of Law please stand and be recognized? To all the groups that I named, you've been there for our graduates. You've witnessed their tenacity they put into their education, the sacrifices they made. We are confident that our graduates will repay this commitment you made to them with a purposeful career and through the contributions that they make to the communities that we serve. Now, historically, at commencement's past, our next speaker spot was reserved for the Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the Colleges of Law. Alas, Dean Jackie Gardina is not able to be with us today. She's out of the country on a family commitment. She sends her love and her congratulations to all of you and looks forward to the next time we gather so she can be on our stage again. One more acknowledgement. The Colleges of Law would not be where it is today without the sure and steady guidance of our Board of Trustees. I ask the trustees that are with us today to stand and be recognized. Our board are the stewards and fiduciaries of our institution. They help preserve the continuity of our cause and ensure that we're always grounded to our mission. You will see a list of trustees in your program. They include well-known members of the local legal community and judges and elected officials. And we have a very distinguished member of our board who I'm inviting to the podium next. She's a graduate of the Colleges of Law. She's the chair of the Board of Trustees. Ladies and gentlemen, Chair Jana Johnston.
Thank you, and congratulations, graduates of the Colleges of Law. This is a huge accomplishment. I graduated from the Colleges of Law in 2003, almost 20 years ago, and I still feel tremendous pride for that accomplishment. Now, many of you will, or because of this delayed graduation, some of you already have become practicing attorneys, or you'll take your degrees into other professions. Some of you will become judges, some elected officials. Others will work in non-lawyer capacities in the expanding legal profession, which is growing to address the many needs that aren't and can't be met by lawyers. Now, regardless of where you take your legal education professionally, I want to make this pitch to you personally. Use your legal education to become agents of change. Change is good, change is necessary, and change has been a key part of our legal system from the beginning. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Well, that premise from the Declaration of Independence birthed the Constitution of the United States. But we all know that the truths held to be self-evident by the Founding Fathers did not include, for example, the self-evident truth that enslaving people is wrong, or the self-evident truth that women are people too. Change in the language, interpretation, and enforcement of laws had to happen in order for the law to become what it is today. And change has to happen in order for the law to become what it needs to be tomorrow. Lawyers are uniquely positioned to inspire change in the legal system and also to influence the public discussion in general. There are innumerable examples of lawyers who have been agents of change. I'm going to highlight one. If you haven't already, I encourage you to check out the documentary My Name is Polly Murray. Polly Murray graduated from Howard Law School in the 1940s when they were in their 30s. Polly fought against racism in the women's movement and sexism in the civil rights movement. Thurgood Marshall and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, among others, credited Polly with being the architect of legal arguments that they relied on to secure victories in the fight for racial and gender equality. Although Polly Murray's name is less known, their accomplishments often uncelebrated, Polly was an incredible agent of change, both within our legal system and beyond. Now here's one of my favorite Polly Murray quotes, which is incredibly insightful and empowering. What is often called exceptional ability is nothing more than persistent endeavor. I will conclude my comments with this. The doors to legal education must be opened wider. What if the many law schools that refused to admit Polly Murray because Polly was black and perceived as a woman had their way back then and Polly never got to go to law school and become a lawyer. Now you may say that was a long time ago, those limitations don't exist. But real limitations do still exist. Yes, law schools are more inclusive today than they were when Polly was applying. But this is also true. Law schools are still denying folks access to quality legal education by imposing so-called neutral requirements for admission that disproportionately and negatively impact people of color, and more broadly, folks who aren't born into privilege. I am both a proud graduate and proud trustee of the Colleges of Law because it has and is continuing to pry open wider and wider the doors to quality legal education. I am also incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and I believe that the legal profession and our communities in general are better for having you in them. Once again, congratulations, graduates. The COL community is proud of not just graduates with us today and those listed in your program, but of the nearly 2,000 alumni who have earned their diplomas over the past 5 decades. Among them is our keynote speaker, Judge Von DeRoyen. She graduated from the Colleges of Law Santa Barbara campus in 2006. She began her legal career as a deputy district attorney in Santa Barbara County, later selected to serve as the family court commissioner for the Santa Barbara Superior Court, and then in 2018, she was appointed by Governor Brown to the bench. She was elected to our board last year after serving for many years on the Colleges of Law faculty. Her story is one of access, opportunity, and giving back. It is the story of what our school is about. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Von DeRoyen.
Good morning. Can everyone see me? Because usually nobody can see me over the podium because I am so short. Welcome, class of 2020, 2021, and 2022. I am honored and thrilled to be here to celebrate your amazing accomplishments. If someone would have told me on my first day of law school back in 2002 that I would be standing in front of the graduating classes of the Colleges of Law, I would have laughed at you. You see, at that time, my singular goal was to just get through and finish law school. I was a single mother. I was 28 years old to a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. I was working full-time as a paralegal, living in San Luis Obispo County, barely making ends meet. And I made a 90-minute drive to school and a 90-minute drive home 3 nights a week for years. And at the time, I hate to admit this, I underestimated just how difficult law school would be. I thought, how hard could it be? Well, I would soon find out. And so for those of you who had the privilege of taking your 1L contracts class from Professor Smith, and I apologize to Professor Smith, yes, for not warning him that I would be talking about him, but I learned some valuable lessons, 4 important ones that I want to share with you today. The first one, preparation. It's the key to passing his class, and it is the key to being a good attorney, and I learned that. And now, if you took his class, you know how important and how briefing cases went in his class, which leads me to the second important lesson I learned, timing. Timing was everything. Timing of when you were going to take a bathroom break to make sure that you were in the bathroom when it was your turn to brief. This is true. Timing of how long you would stay in the bathroom because you didn't want to come back too soon, because what would then happen is he would double back to you, and then you would have to field his tough questions. The third lesson I learned was resilience, because when you came back to the classroom, you would get the death stare from your classmates because you had thrown off the entire briefing schedule for the night. and they would be upset with you because they got stuck briefing the case that you were supposed to brief. And finally, the last lesson was one of humility, because when I received my midterm grade, I was humbled. Yes, turns out I did not know as much as I thought I did. Despite that rocky start, I did pass Professor Smith's class. I did graduate law school in 2006. I passed the bar in 2006, and I was hired as a deputy DA. I did that job for a little over 10 years, and I was then appointed to the Superior Court as a family court commissioner. And in 2018, I was appointed to the bench by Governor Brown. And by the way, I did not get an A in Professor Smith's class. But to be fair, you have about a 1 in a bazillion chance of getting an A. It's like winning the lottery. It just doesn't happen very often. As I was reflecting on my law school experience, I thought about your law school experience. I know each and every one of you probably dealt with the same set of circumstances, difficulties, and challenges that I did. But mine were a little different. I did not have to deal with a pandemic. You, all of you, our graduates, were able to get through law school during a pandemic. Each and every one of you persevered, despite the world quite literally coming to a stop in 2020, March of 2020. The world as we knew it was upended. You had to pivot and quickly pivot to a different way of learning. Even those of you who were in the hybrid program, you had to go from having the day-to-day interaction with your classmates, having the camaraderie of your classmates, being able to see your professors face-to-face, ask your professors questions, and you had to shift to a sometimes isolating learning platform, seeing your classmates and your professors over a computer screen with spotty Wi-Fi. And you did so while you were sheltering in place. Some of you, I know, may have lost your job. Some of you lost family members, friends, loved ones to the pandemic, and no one would have blamed you if you quit and said, "This is not what I signed up for." No one would have blamed you if you would have taken a break to come back after the pandemic. But you didn't. You continued to show up day in and day out, year in and year out. Graduating law school is an amazing achievement on its own. Graduating law school while trying to juggle your family and financial commitments, parenthood, working, that only adds to your amazing achievement. Doing all of that during a pandemic puts you all in an elite class. The definition of perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty. You graduates are the definition of perseverance. As you move forward in your career, you will deal with situations which may feel insurmountable at times. You're going to have some setbacks because that's life. I hope that you remember to reach back to your law school experience and remember the will, the drive, the perseverance, and the strength that each of you have within you to help you overcome those difficulties, because that will help you the rest of your career. Class of 2020, 2021, and 2022, today is about you. Enjoy it, because you have absolutely earned it. Congratulations.
You ready to do some diplomas? It's the reason why we're here, after all. So the presentation of the graduates begins with the candidates for the Master of Legal Studies degree. Leading us on the reading of the names will be Associate Dean Andrea Funk. Let's bring her up to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. The Colleges of Law chartered its MLS degree to serve those seeking a graduate level degree in an excellent legal education to enrich their lives and their careers. They did not want to become a licensed attorney. Today we celebrate 60 members of the MLL classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. Of those with us today, I ask that you approach the stage. Paulina Nicole Alvarado. Alicia Christina Banak Aricayos. Mary Grace Corcel. Kimberly Louise Fisher. Alicia Freeman. Gianni Givens. Marissa Marie Juarez. Ilona Kevorkian. Luana McKenzie. Sheridan Joseph Posadas. Robert Brian Silverstein. Gadir Uriarty. Sanjita Sangu. Excellent. And now, the hooding ceremony for the candidates for the degree of Juris Doctorate. To lead this exercise for our on-site Santa Barbara and Ventura students, I'm privileged to invite to the podium a valued colleague and friend, someone who has worked closely with those about to step on this stage, Assistant Dean Brandy Price.
Thank you, Dean Funk. Good morning, everybody. What you are about to witness is a tradition that dates to our first graduation in 1973, and more than a half millennium ago to universities in the old country. And I'd like to take a moment to reflect with you on this most incredible achievement. Completing law school, even under the best of circumstances, is challenging, and we all know these have not been nearly the best of circumstances. And you have navigated this, all of this, with resilience and grit and tenacity. And along the way, you worked hard, made sacrifices, worked even harder, and completed the journey. Today, I am humbled and honored to be here in celebration with you. We begin with our Santa Barbara JD candidates. To help with the hooding, will Professor David Nyson and Professor Craig Smith please step forward? Achieving highest honors for the class of 2020 is Richard Lloyd and Marshall Flynn, earning the distinction for 2021, and Angela Talbot for the class of 2022. Will the Santa Barbara class of 2020 please approach the stage? Christina Ann Gonzalez. Angela Greenspan. Gary Guillen with honors. Scott Alexander Jaski. Richard Lloyd with highest honors. Haley Maureen Pappen. Paul Eugene Sexton. Margarzada Stichniska. Jasmine Briones Velasquez. Gonzalo Villalobos. Jessica Jung Worsen. Casey Cook. Tessa Markev Itch. Esmeralda Murillo. Will the Santa Barbara class of 2021 please approach the stage? Marshall Austin Flynn with highest honors. Heather Mentor. Catherine Rose Moen. Blake Michael Thulin. Linda Marie Werner. Will the Santa Barbara class of 2022 please approach the stage? Craig Pearson Borders. Ryan John Dabolo. Catherine Rose Dedamonte.
Technical difficulties, it will be okay.
Matthew Gunner. Julia Jenkins. Elizabeth Ortega Munoz. Lauren Elizabeth Pensker. With honors. Angela Rose Talbot with highest honors. Danitza Simo Valenzuela. And now, our Ventura JD candidates. Achieving highest honors for the class of 2020 is James Sammons, with Emily C. earning the distinction in 2021, and Russell Yokela for the class of 2022. Will the Ventura class of 2020 please approach the stage? Too strong. Monique Martinez. Nazali Aganjanyan. With highest honors. Will the Ventura class of 2021 please approach the stage? Paola Midori Acosta. Nicholas Beeklin. Nicole Cheatham. Wansong Dumarie. Lisa Lowe. Helen Davudi Mandrick. Will the Ventura class of 2022 please approach the stage? Andres Magdaleno Brisbiesca. Jeannie M. Clark. Rogelio Cruz. Catherine Cox. Maria Teresa Voss de Paula. Janelle Devine. Melissa Emerson. With high honors. Jocelyn Amanda Havens. Russell J. Yokola, with highest honors. Cindy McCacklum. Was it close? Was it close? I was practicing pronouncing her last name yesterday. I hope I was close, Cindy.
You tried.
Okay, I tried. Lydia Lovio. Ruben Maldonado. Jaime Alejandro Marone. Claudia Hernandez Melring. Noel Nikolai. Ricardo Perez. Patrick Charles Schaefer. Anna Claire Walgren. Brian Zoggy. With honors. Congratulations. And now the time has come to witness something that has never before happened at colleges of law, commencement. The presentation of the inaugural graduating classes of the hybrid JD program. It is my honor to invite back to the podium a colleague who for the past 4 years has devoted every last measure of her professional life to creating and delivering what became the first fully accredited hybrid JD program in California. Dean Andrea Funk. Dean Andrea Funk.
Thank you, Dean Price. To help with the hooding, will Professor Deb Moritz and Professor Paul Larson step forward? Achieving highest honors for the class of 2021 is Roger Chu. Achieving highest honors for the class of 2022 is Rita Manning. Will our hybrid JD class of 22 graduates please approach the stage? To each of you, you did it. Congratulations. You survived the rigors of law school, the hybrid JD program, while navigating a global pandemic. Well done. Today, we honor you. David Nairobi Suleiman Alsop. Robert Lee Bates. Daniel Haro Kano. Mandeep Singh Dillon. Mark J. Ellis. Linda Faye Howard. Rita Catherine Manning with highest honors. Janine Antoinette Mitchell with honors. Joshua Murillo. Jenny Danielle Peterson. Will our inaugural hybrid JD class of 2021 please approach the stage? I'm going to make you stand there for a moment while I talk about you. August 24th, 2018 was a really special day at the Colleges of Law. It was the day we welcomed the first group of students to the hybrid JD program, the first accredited program of its kind in the state of California. Those students arrived that day ready to begin their legal education, an education that would be delivered in a new and innovative way, part online and part on site. For 32 to 40 months, they studied hard, and then they came together each month to work collaboratively with their professors and each other. They faced the rigor of the program head on and persevered. Even when the world turned upside down in March of 2020, they did not stop. They became more than classmates. They became friends and future colleagues, and today they are law school graduates. To watch this group of students begin this program, a new frontier in legal education, and navigate their way successfully to this moment is nothing short of groundbreaking. They paved the way for future classes. They were and always will be the first, and we call them the trailblazers. On a personal note, they will always hold a special place in my heart. Now it is my privilege to introduce to you the inaugural hybrid JD class, the class of 2021. Roger Mingching Chu with highest honors. Molly Catherine Garcia. Himanshu Khatri. Luciana Cortez Lara. Jasmine C. Locke. Tyler Dustin Miles with honors. Emily Elizabeth Olson Volding. Oh, my sweet. Jamie L. Resendez.
Okay.
Melissa Denise Riley. And last but certainly never least, Marina Ann Santos. So proud of you. Thank you for everything. I close with one last acknowledgement. One of our inaugural graduates, Miling McFall, was taken from us far too soon. Now, all of our hearts are broken. From day one, Miling was incredibly special. She was thoughtful, brilliant, and beautiful inside and out. She left a void that simply cannot be filled, not just in her class, but in the legal profession. The world, humanity, needs more people like Miling. Today, her spirit is with us, and we celebrate her. Miling's family is here, and I invite her daughter, Summer, to accept Miling's degree on her behalf.
My family and I sincerely want to thank the faculty and staff for honoring my mom's efforts and dedication to get this degree. This was a lifelong dream of hers. And she was always passionate about advocating for the misrepresented. She was fully committed to this program. She truly gave it her all. Over the last few years, her dining room became her office and her study. She was glued to her computer for hours at a time, reading materials and writing papers. It's been a rigorous process, as the other graduates know, but she pushed through despite her physical ailments that she experienced. My family and I appreciate the love and support received from my mom's peers who worked alongside her in her courses. We'd like to give a special shout out to Dean Funk for her encouragement to my mother. and being a huge support when my mom would question her abilities. We also like to thank Rosalie for her help with coordinating our participation in today's graduation ceremony. My mom and I were in our second postgraduate degree programs together. And we had planned to share a graduation party this year. And although she isn't here to walk across the stage, I'm absolutely honored to receive this degree on her behalf. We will definitely still celebrate this accomplishment. So, congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2020, 2021, and 2022. And congratulations, Mommy, you did it.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Farfalla Bora. I join our guests of honor as another proud graduate of the Colleges of Law and serve as the chair of the Academic Affairs Committee of the Board of Trustees. We have one last order of business today, conferring the degrees. Will the candidates for the Master of Legal Studies and Juris Doctorate for the classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022 please stand? By the authority vested to the Colleges of Law by the State Bar of California, with the approval of the Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the Colleges of Law faculty, I hereby confer you your degrees with all the rights, duties, opportunities, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may now move your tassels from right to left.
We're almost done. You may be seated. We're at the end. I'm going to close with a short charge that was written by a upstart 23-year-old attorney named John Adams upon being admitted to the bar of the Suffolk County Inferior Court in 1758. Of his professional calling, the same calling that all of our graduates are answering today, Adams penned the following 62 words that have as much meaning today as they did 264 years ago. Quote, "Now to what higher object, to what greater character can any mortal aspire than to be possessed with all of this knowledge, well digested and ready at command, to assist the feeble and friendless, the discontinuance of haughty and lawless, to procure redress of wrongs, the advancement of right, to maintain liberty and virtue, to discourage and abolish tyranny and vice." End quote. Thank you for sharing this day with our graduates and academic community. We will conclude the ceremony with Chair Johnston leading in the recessional. We request that the audience stay in rows until the graduates, trustees, faculty, and administrators exit, and remain in the rotunda area until your graduates have returned to you after returning the regalia. They don't get to keep it. They got to give it back to us. Afterward, all who have RSVP'd may join us on the reception. We have it set up over here on the front lawn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Santa Barbara and Ventura Colleges of Law Commencement 2022 is now history. Thank you and good day.